Yo, peace to the guys on chance. This is your opportunity to be great. This is your opportunity to go through struggle with a healthy perspective. See, when you keep a healthy perspective about what you're going through, no matter whether you see it as negative or positive, that is what allows you to actually take in the lessons that you need to learn every single moment, every time that you go through the things over and over and over again. You feel like you're battling debilitations, you're battling worrying, or you're battling, procrastination, or you're battling separation anxiety, or some things you don't even know what are going on unless you study your astrological energy. But the whole point is, when you struggle, that struggle is to actually help you be a better person. That struggle is like, you're like a caterpillar, and that struggle is like a cocoon. And after you have been through so much struggle, while you're going through so much struggle, that cocoon is making you stronger. It's making your muscles stronger. It's allowing you to be a greater version of yourself, a better version of yourself, allowing you to be one with your higher self. Don't be afraid. Be courageous. All of the obstacles that come to you and push you, they're actually pushing you. The things that push your buttons, the things that trigger you, are things that are actually pushing you to face your demons. They're things that are actually pushing you to face what you internalize. What we got to see is that everything around us is actually what's inside of us. Your brain is actually taking the quote-unquote external realm and interpreting it, and then projecting that into your reality that you think you're seeing. In the back of your brain is only an interpretation. What you're experiencing right now, what you're looking at, is only an interpretation that's sitting in the back of your brain. Like a movie screen, you're viewing it like a movie screen. It's only an interpretation. It's not the actual external realm. It's not actually what's going on. Everything that's being presented to you is just pieces, parts of your own consciousness. It's your own consciousness being filtered through your astrological program, your genes, your genetics, the way your brain, the way the cells are made and come and make up your brain, and the way your brain is perceiving things is what makes what you see around you. And in every astrological program, there are lessons and things that need to be transcended. You ascend through your astrological program. Study your aspects. Begin to write your aspects down. Your angels and your demons, your exaltations and your debilitations. And when you study so much and you begin to see your debilitations, create affirmations, begin to conquer or, confront those debilitations, those demons, those negative thought forms that pop up in your mind, that pop up in your reality. With more balance, you have to balance it out. The whole point of this realm is for you to become more neutral. In order for you to be a fair judge of yourself and others, you must first start with yourself by balancing the energies, balancing your energies. And it all starts with thought. It all starts with you. Because truly nothing else exists. Truly the quote-unquote external realm is you. And you are also the internalized perception of what you think this reality is. Your subjective self, this body This body is not truly you. It's not just you. Everything literally is you and no thing. You are literally the all experiencing itself subjectively. You are literally the universe experiencing itself, communicating with itself. You are literally everything communicating with itself. And everything that you see and how you respond to it is all based in how you think. And the only reason you're thinking the way you think now and you're going through the things you're going through now is because of subconscious programs, aka generational curses of beings, other parts of yourself, constantly thinking these thoughts through all of the infinite ways we could think. This realm, this reality is for you to focus on it. You have a purpose here. You want to dream, you want to astral travel, you want to do lucid dreaming and astral traveling and want to go to other dimensions and stuff like that. But this dimension is why you're here. You're here to experience this dimension. You're here to experience this realm. You're here to experience this reality. Your purpose is here. That's why you came here. Don't backtrack. You've already been through all of those other realms. You've already seen everything. You've already done all of the ancients talked about all of this stuff in order for us to focus on the right things. If you do experience that at the right time, if for the right reason, that's good. But you should not deliberately cut yourself off or hinder yourself from experiencing this reality fully by wanting to travel to other dimensions. You should not want to escape. This is not escapism. This is not escapism. This is actually shadow working and light working. It's actually dealing with yourself. You must be at balance with yourself. You must be your own fair judge in order to be a fair judge to others. To other reflections, to your reflections. Reflections of who you truly are. Don't be so prideful and not want to take correction. Because when you correct a fool, he'll hate you. When you correct the wise, they love you. And love is understanding. So you must begin to understand yourself by studying yourself. Knowing that as above, so it is below. As it is in heaven, so it is on earth. So it will be on earth. Meaning that when you study the stars and how they correlate with our lives, astrology, then you can clearly see that everything that's in the stars or in your astrological natal chart is within your body. It's in your genes. It is physiological and not just psychological. Actually, physiology and psychology now become one science, now become one thing, and that is personology. You must take the 5 sciences of carbonation, study them as much as you can, and apply that knowledge consistently on a consistent basis and do the work. Don't be afraid of struggle. Struggle is what makes you stronger. Whatever you're struggling with, allow it. Do not resist. Combat it with balance, with more balanced thoughts. Do not be too extreme. Be one with your higher self. Reflected light from the most honorable Chief Eligio, Christ. My higher self of all brown man and woman on this planet, and my invoker of Holy Spirit. I love my self-reflection. Take in this knowledge, and we need to use this knowledge, man. We need to use this knowledge more consistently. A lot of people out there are procrastinating and dealing with the struggle so much that they don't want to see. And, you know what I'm saying? They're stuck subconsciously. You gotta jump out the box. You gotta go off. You gotta go with the wind sometime. Peace reflections.